Hey, 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 all my funky junk friends. How are you guys doing today? I hope that you guys are having a great day and all that kind of fun stuff. Hasn't it been a fun event today? Fun event, seeing all the neat, new, or not new, but seeing all the new and fun things going on. You guys, Jeannie's palette was right before me. We all love Miss Jeannie. Let me get me a drink here real quick. Now, I will say this. I do have a little bit of a scratchy throat going on, so I apologize for that, which I'm probably going to repeat because nobody's popped on yet. I hope that I am actually live where I'm supposed to be. If you are on here, please say hello. I see some eyeballs popping on, so that's a good thing. So must be broadcasting somewhere, right? Right? Okay, you guys, if you're watching this part, you're probably watching replay. Make sure you say hashtag replay so that I can check you out and say hello. Hello, Lucille. And say hello to everyone. There's Miss Jeannie Clifton from Clifton's Crafty Casa. Remember, Jeannie, come on as your page. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me at all. So anyway, all our new friends that we see on here that have businesses, please make sure you go check them out and give them a follow. That's the easiest, fastest way to help all of us small business owners out. There's Miss Mary from the Painted Peach. Hello, Donna from Alabama. So, you guys, if you guys were just watching Jeannie, she was working on a wood kit for my shop, a snowman, but she had also showed you, well, I need to show you myself. I don't have it pulled up here, do I? Okay. So she also showed you some the little cat and mouse that she did, that I had sent her to do. I thought that we could do that, but let's do it a little bit different. Instead of having them as standalones, I'm going to put them on this board. Okay, I'm going to grab my unicorn spit here in a minute, and we're going to make this background super duper 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 colorful. And then we'll paint these guys, we'll glue them on there, and I think we'll say like hello or hi. I pulled out these typewriter fonts, the lowercase, and I thought we could just put hi with a dot hanging on the door. I'll drill a couple of holes and put a hanger up there, but that's what I thought that we could do. But hey, thank you for sprinkling the funky junk. You got your bunny yesterday. Yes, I seen that on the thing. I cut you another one out to send to you. It was so weird. What Jeannie from Clifton's Crafty Casa is talking about is in our VIP group, we did a different bunny than this one, but I mailed it with a whole bunch of boxes, you guys, and everything got scanned in at the post office. I had the tracking and everything got scanned in, but hers. And so it wasn't moving. It just said, I made the label. And then all of a sudden, like, I think it was like 3 days ago, because I kept watching it, because I'm going to send her a new one. And all of a sudden it moved. So all of a sudden it got scanned. So thank goodness for that, because I was feeling really horrible that hadn't got there, but I didn't understand why everything else did. You know what I mean? Everything else was where it was supposed to be, except for hers, That was like, gosh, what is happening here? You guys don't need to see all my junk at the top of my table there. But anyway, so I'm glad she got hers. So anyway, with these kits and stuff like that, sometimes the post office doesn't work like it's supposed to. So for the Blooming Jubilee event that's going on, please order your kits as soon as possible. So if a problem like what happened with Miss Jeannie, where the creator could get another one shipped out or whatever, we have time to, get the situation figured out, because we cannot control the post office. But I wanted to show you my kit right here. It's right there. I'm going to reach back here and grab it, because I need to grab my unicorn spit too, because we're going to do the back of this with unicorn spit. But of course, I'm sitting here thinking unicorn spit, and that's the only thing I don't grab and put on my table. Silly me. But anyway, so I'm going to grab that so that I can show you, and I'm going to grab the unicorn spit. Okay, for the final push for the Blooming Jubilee, which is March 6th and 7th, okay, is when you buy a kit, you will get into the group for free. It was $6 to get in the group. Now, there's a ton of stuff going on in that group. There's contests, there's dance videos, there's trivia. I mean, all kinds of fun and exciting things going on in that group. But for this final push, we've decided to do a promo. And the promo is that once you buy a kit, once you pay for the kit, the creator will let the powers that be, Miss Tanya, Deborah, or Lisa, know, and then she will put you guys in the group so you can join in on all the fun and exciting things that are going on in there. And believe me, there's a ton of exciting things going on in there. So you're going to want to do that. My promo, mine, just me, is I'm not going to charge shipping. Okay. So let me grab it. Let me look farther away on camera. This right here is my kit. Okay. This comes out. All right. You could put silk flowers. I wouldn't put real flowers, obviously, because this is wood, but silk flowers in there if you don't want to use this little daisy or to change it out however you want to. But this is my sweet little bunny right here. It's $14.99. So for $14.99, you get this, you get it shipped to you, and you get into the group for free. So that's a bargain, you guys. That's a bargain. So if you're interested in that, it is on my website. You can message me. However, just get a hold of me. I will get you the information. I will get you the link to it and all that. I meant to put the link in my description and I forgot, but I will comment the link on this video. So you can even go to the video if you don't use Messenger or whatever. But shoot me put it in the comments, whatever, and I'll send you the link for this. But this is our sweet little bunny here. Now, one thing that will be different with this right here is see the little bow? Because I'm going to send you some ribbon for the bow. I can't find this ribbon. But I bought something just as cute. I will send you this ribbon to make your little bow out of. So I'll send you a strip of this fun little spring ribbon. It'll be just as cute with that. But I really want you to join us on the 6th and 7th and watch all these kids come together. It's going to be so much fun. There's so many of them. I want every single one of them, you guys. But, we can't always buy every single thing we want, right? Let me grab my unicorn spit real quick. See my chicken right up here? If that's done with unicorn spit, that's what we're getting ready to do. Something very similar to that. Now, I'm going to reach right back here and grab it. Silly me. I need to reach right over here and grab me a new sponge. Whew. I apologize about that, my friends. I so apologize. Yes, join the Blooming Jubilee group when you purchase the kit. Yes, you will get in there for free. You guys, I can't believe all the fun stuff they've got going on in there. It's like, if you don't follow me, I would love it if you would follow me. But if you don't follow me, I work third shift. So when I get up in the afternoon, all the fun stuff that's been going on in that group is in my timeline. I love it. Okay, so let's get started here real quick. I want to get this background on here so it can get good and dry. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my layout here so that you can see a lot better. You don't want to see me. You want to see the table. There we go. Right there. I'm going to tilt this down just a tish right there. Okay, if you're asking, what in the world is unicorn spit? What is this woman talking about? Unicorn spit is a very concentrated gel stain. Okay, it's very vibrant. It stays real bright. You know how a lot of times when you stain, it gets kind of muted or whatever. This does not do that. This is very, very bright and exciting and all that stuff. Now, what are we going to do on this? We're just going to throw colors on here. I'm not going to have any rhyme or reason to my colors. I'm just going to put colors on there. If you follow me, you will also know that I love color. Color is my favorite thing in the world. I can't pick out a color. I just recently was asking my followers, what color do you think of when you think of me? And I got every color in the world came up on there. So I'm doing my job. I'm just going to say I think I'm doing my job because everybody knows how much I love colors. I think we're going to use these colors right here. And like I said, there's not going to be any rhyme or reason to it. Okay, we're just going to slap some on there. Now, I will tell you this, especially on, like, this is just a thin 3mm board. I ordered it from somewhere. I'm not sure. Before I had a laser, I ordered a ton of these, and I need to use them up. I found them. I did some cleaning, and I found them, so I need to use them up. So it's I think it's 12-inch. Let me see. Yep, it's a 12-inch round. So, but you can get them anywhere. But these boards like this, when you purchase them, even when you don't purchase them, even when you get them from somebody from a wood kit, sucks in the stuff real fast, just like that. So if I squirt this on here, it's going to leave a mark where I did the squiggly line. Okay, it's not like paint where you can put paint and then you got time to brush it in. If I squirt this on here, it's going to leave that spot because it's going to suck right down in there, and because it's stained. So what we're going to do is, I got this staining sponge out. You can use a rag, you could use a paper towel, use whatever you have. Okay, I take these, now look, usually I put my staining sponge, this one I could still use because it's still squishy, but I usually put it in a baggie and then just keep it with my stuff and use it until it's nasty. See, this is so squishy, I could use it. But it did get hard in a lot of places because I left it sit out. It didn't get put into its bagging. You guys, time out 2 seconds. I can hear my puppy. What are you doing? I don't know what she's doing down there. But sounded like she was chewing on something. I don't know. I think I'm going to toss this one. I'm going to get us a new one. These things are like $3.99 for like 8 of them at Arbor Freight. They're very inexpensive. Now they do, you use foam brushes. Yeah, we could use foam brushes. You know what? When I was cleaning, it's my friends will know this. I'm going to get started, you guys. I'm just sitting here chit-chatting. Now, I like to try to go from the lightest color to the darkest color. So I'm going to start out with yellow. Then I'm going to go, probably going to go yellow, orange there. Probably something along in that order a little bit. Maybe we'll see what I grab as I go. But anyway, if you're some of my friends, you know, we were talking when I was doing my cleaning here that things that you find, foam brushes. You guys, I probably have 50 foam brushes. I never use foam brushes. Why did I buy foam brushes? I don't know, but I got a ton of them. Oh, okay, he's talking to the Craft Collie 22. All righty. So anyway, let's get this on here. Now look, I'm just going to go and I'm just going to put some in places. Okay, I'm going to kind of do a little bit of back and forth like this. Why? Because I want to. How's that sound, right? So I'm just going to kind of go back and forth. See, that's a little light darker up there. Let me show you something real quick. Now, because this is a water-based, I can take some plain old water, get some water on here if I wanted to. Oops, I can show you right there. I can lighten that up just with the water because it's water-based. So see, I can lighten that up. I can even spread it further that way. Okay, so let's get some orange on here. Now I will tell you this is stain, and if you get it on your fingers and stuff like that, it will come off because it is water-based. But sometimes you got to really wash your hands really good to get it off. So don't panic if you get it on your hands. It does come off. It's not going to be there forever. But even if it is, so what? It's color, right? Everybody needs a little color in their life. Okay. So see right there. Just see, I'm just playing. Just playing. That one's a new one. Let's don't open that one yet. Let's use this one right here. And I'm just picking different corners to put little blobs of the stuff. I've got little dried up things on the ends. That's why it doesn't want to come out. But also I do try, ooh, this one is just being persnickety here. I do try to always make sure that my lids get twisted back down so this doesn't happen. Apparently, this one I didn't get twisted down, so I may have to do some work on the tip, you know, but that's okay. Just soak it in some water. It's clogged up. Not a big deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some here, just like this right here. Don't need much there. And we'll fix that in a little bit. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to put that on here. Now it's going to start blending in. So it's going to give you kind of like a tie-dyed effect type of thing. I want a little more of that blue. There we go. There. Okay. It's going to give you a little bit of a tie-dyed effect. You guys, this is the kind of things that I absolutely love to do. It's not real vibrant on that blue because they're kind of mixing together, but see how fun that's looking? It's almost looking like a sunset a little bit. We could just leave it alone right there. We could stop if we wanted to, but you know what? Let's don't. Let's just keep going. Let's see what other fun things we can make on here. You can also paint with this. You don't have to just use it as a stain. You most definitely can paint with it. So, love me some unicorn spit. You can get it on Amazon. One little bottle's about $10. So, you know, you don't want to leave it hanging open and waste it. You know what I mean? So, now see, I'm not putting a whole lot of this pink on because this is what I always do, you guys. I always get excited with my first couple colors and I cover my entire board. And then when I go to put my other colors on, I've already filled up my board a little bit. But that's all right. That's okay. See how that's looking? I don't know. To the purple. I think I might jump right to the purple, looking like Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter. That would be cool. You could do, you know, you can make a moon, a sun. Just want to put some purple on here because who doesn't love purple, right? I know we love purple. That's one of our school colors around here. The high school that my granddaughters go to, my two granddaughters live here with me, is the same high school I went to. It's the same high school that my girls went to. And their colors are purple, white, gold, basically purple and white. But, you know, of course, they've added in the gold and the blacks and things like that. So, so we like purple. I'm going to stop. Okay, now see up here how it looks a little bit different? That's where I wetted it down and it kind of pulled them all together because my board is still a little bit wet right there. So I'm going to take this purple right here and I'm going to try to get it a little more vibrant over here just by putting just a couple of streaks in there like that. I don't know. I don't think it matters. But anyway, look how fun that looks. Isn't that fun? We didn't end up using the blue. That's okay. Hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and take the time. Hello, Beverly. You prefer the pink? I'm going to go ahead and take the time to go ahead and close these up so that I don't mess them up or anything. Right there. Now I will end up doing the back of this. A lot of times I'll go ahead and do the back on the live, but if we have time, I might turn it over. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I always do the back of my boards, especially if I'm selling a board or putting it on my website. I always make sure the back is done. But a lot of times I will leave it also and put something else on the back. I really like to do double-sided like this right here. Look at this board right here. Okay, one side is Easter and the other side is spring. Okay, I like doing this type of thing because I can have this up for Easter. Once Easter's over, I take it down, just flip it over, you know, and then it's there, ready to go, you know, that kind of thing. So that's something that I like to do on a lot of my boards is make them double-sided. But anyway, okay, so what we need to do with this is we'll set this over to the side and let that, what is this? I don't know what that is. Let's start working on our little mouse and kitty cat. Okay, so I definitely want some light pinks on here. I definitely want some grays on here. Definitely probably some whites and even some reds. Okay, so we're going to get started. Now, what I like to do, especially on the smaller pieces, I like to use the makeup wedges right here. So, let's just pull this out a little rag. I was looking for something. I remember now my tape. Another thing that's kind of nice when you have small pieces like this is to kind of separate everything out by color, the different color. Okay. So I definitely will separate it out by color and what you want to do with. Like I definitely know I want my hearts to be red. So I'm going to put those right there. Okay. My noses and my ears right there. I think I'll probably do pink. You know, but these little pieces like this, it is a lot easier if you put it on some tape. It makes it easier to handle and hold and stuff like that. Now, I know for sure that that's going to be white, and even though that's going to be the only thing that's on there, I'm still going to put it on a little piece of tape, because then I can hold the tape and I don't have to get it all over my hands and stuff like that. So we're going to start at the bottom and move up. Now, I want to use gray, and I think I'm going to do both of them gray. I think that'll be cute. So let's do some gray, but I kind of want to be in here. See, when this sits on here like this, I think I want that to be pink, the inside of her ears here to be pink, and the end of that to be white. So maybe I might need to go ahead and do the pink first, because the pink will definitely get covered up by the gray. Now, don't put that much paint on your thing. Don't be a Christy and put that much paint on your thing. So anyway, I'm going to grab my paintbrush right here, and I'm going to just grab some pink paint right here, and I'm just going to go the best I can to follow within those lines. Now, if I get a little bit out of the lines, it's okay. You guys, it's not the end of the world. Okay, because I just feel like the insides of their little ears should be pink. I don't know. That's just what I think. So I'm going to go ahead and get that right there. Now these etched lines do make it a lot easier to follow along, to know where your pieces go, and to have kind of like paint in that color, you know, paint by number, I guess, or painting in a coloring book, or coloring in a coloring book. Now see, I can come way down on this because this is going to cover that up. So I definitely want to make sure I go down far enough so that it does cover it up. But I don't have to necessarily paint the whole inside of this right here. I just kind of go along like that. Now, if I was having this sit up, you know, like sit on something, kind of like our little bunny that we're doing for the Jubilee event, you're going to want to paint, you know, both sides. So that when all the pieces, when you put it together, if it's sitting somewhere, you don't want it to be, you know, a plain wood color on the one side. So now then, I think I got it all the way down. Let's make sure when I put that on, yes, I'm going to cover with the pink right there. All right, there's that. Let's do our little noses here. Now I'm going to lay my paintbrush down, and I'm going to jump to a makeup wedge right here, because it's a little bit easier on the smaller pieces to use the makeup wedge to just tap on there. You don't get paint all over the sides of your stuff. Just makes it a little bit easier. See? Easy peasy, just like that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get some white on there. I'm going to grab another little paintbrush. Little paintbrush right here, just like that. So there's Miss Christy. She was on earlier. Beverly. So anyway, what did else she say? Oh, Michelle's talking about her kit up there. So, yep. Anyway, we're going to put a little bit of white on here because I think I want his little tail to be white. I'm just going to use my paintbrush so I can get right up against these edges right here and get down in there. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect by any means. So let's talk about Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, you guys. What do you do for Valentine's Day? Do you and your significant other always go out to dinner? Do you celebrate the weekend instead of, oops, I stuck my hand in that, over the weekend instead of, on actual Valentine's Day? Do you just not really do a whole lot? What do you guys do for Valentine's Day? My husband and I usually go out to dinner. We haven't really talked about what we're going to do tomorrow. We may wait till the weekend when we don't have to work and go do something. But we do exchange gifts, cards, candies a lot of times. I usually always get flowers, but you know, you never know. You never know. Always like to keep you guessing on that kind of stuff, you know? Okay, so we got his little belly white. So now look, these little pieces here up in his eyeballs, I want those white up in there. But do you see how small that is? So I'm just going to grab a little round brush here. All right, and I'm just going to try to get in here. And then we'll take our paint pen and do the little black pieces, the little, actually those probably, yeah, they'll be black. I started thinking, man, I'm doing this wrong. I should have done this black and then the little eyepiece is white. But no, this is how we want to do it. Now I'm going over the edge a little bit. And like I said, it doesn't matter because we're going to get the gray on there. And the gray will be covered. You know, just like anything that you're doing, if you do the lighter colors first, then it'll cover, you know. So it makes it a little bit easier. Right there. And this kit right here is also available on my website. You know, my website is www.funkyjunkinspiration.com. That is also where you can get the kit for the Jubilee. So you can go there and check that out too if you want to. Okay, I think it's little toes. I think they should be white down here. Just going to put white on here. I'm sitting here looking at it and thinking of all the little spots of things right here, just like this. Now my kitty cat and my mouse here isn't going to be like realistic where it looks like they have real hair and all that kind of stuff. We're just going to be plain old gray, kind of a whimsical type of kitty cats. Okay, so let's hit the gray. Let's go the gray. Well, hello, Renee. Yes, I'm happy to see you too. Okay, I'm going to grab my sponge here and we're going to get some grays on here. Now, one thing you can do with the sponges too is you can go right up to those spots, okay? And if you need to, see, this sponge has got a little bit of pink on it, but that's okay. I can get right up to that edge with my sponge too. But I can also go ahead and get the paintbrush out and help with that if I need be. Like around up in here, just take your little sponge and just go as close as you can. Nothing has to be perfect. But see, like getting down into that little edge there, that might be a little hard. So that's where I'm going to get my brush back out and do that. Let's see. Then I'm going to show you guys how to clean out. I'm just going to take the brush that I had the white on, and I'm just going to get right up in there. Okay, now those etched edges, I'm going to show you guys how to pull the paint back out of those edges. So, oh, I just stuck that in white. I'm doing gray, Christy, not white. To help pull your etched spots back up so that you can see them a little bit better. See, I just kind of got up there around there. Now see how, because that white's under there, that's okay though. That's okay. That doesn't bother me. Okay, so you can take a safety pin. You could take a weeding tool, anything that's sharp, and you just don't push. Just stick it in those grooves while your paint's still wet, and you'll pull that paint right back up out of there. Okay, see that? See how I can see this now? Okay, but you definitely don't want to push real hard. And it is kind of hard to go around the round stuff, but you can do it if you go real slow. Just kind of running it in there to get the paint out. But see how you can see it now? So that's how you can get the paint that you get on it out of the edges. I'm just going to grab a bigger brush so that we can get to move along here. Now always go out towards the edges, because if I come back up, I'm going to put a big blob of paint on the sides there. That's why I a lot of times like to use the makeup wedges. But when you've got a big area like this spot here, it is a little bit easier just to grab your paintbrush. But see how I'm going out towards the edges? I'm not going back across it like that, because that's where you're going to get your little blob of paint on the side. Now, is there anything wrong with a little blob of paint on the side? Absolutely not. It happens. You can always take your black paint or your brown paint or whatever and go over the edges and, you know, clean that up a little bit. But just to save it so you don't have to do that. Always go out towards the edge right there. Now, see that? Awesome bean blossom. Here we go. So, but yeah, I could have done my cat a different color. I don't know. I just kind of think I'm liking them to be gray, like they're brother and sister, not, you know, they're not just friends. They're brother and sister, even though one's a cat and one's a mouse. They could be. You just never know. My brush is a little big, so I'm just going to keep going here. And like I said, I can get it out of the etched spots here in just a second. It is best to do it when your paint is wet. It makes it a little bit easier to get out of there than when it's dry, because when it's dry, you've got to push a little bit harder to get it out. So it is a good idea to, as soon as you're done painting, to go ahead and get it out of that edge right there. Okay. So here we go. This fun little kitty cat. I love these guys. Makes me think of Tom and Jerry, you know, and both those guys are gray. So I'm going to switch over to the smaller brush to get up around those eyes right here. Boom, ba-doom. Just like that. You know, it's fun when you get these little wooden kits like this, because it feels like, you know, you're working on it for a few minutes. But the hardest part of the little wood kits like this is just getting all the pieces painted. But if you lay them all out by color, it does make it just a little bit easier, because, you know, you can just get them all painted, because once everything is painted, it's going to go boom, boom, boom together super duper fast. So let's grab our little thing here. I want to go through his eyebrows to make sure his eyebrows are going to stand out right there. I want to go along here where I got a little bit of paint in there. Just like that. And then right up this edge, I got just a tish in there, right like that. Okay. And I can come around his eyes here just to make them a little bit brighter. Just like that. We didn't worry about the tail. There we go. There's that. Let's get this mouse painted. Oh, well, Mary, thank you. That is the kit right there. That's this kit right here that we're doing for this. This sweet little bunny. Like I said, he's double-sided. So you can set, he ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. So he stands up real nice. You can put an artificial flower in there if you want to, just to have something a little bit fun and interesting. So that is the kit that is available for this event right there. Thank you for doing that, Mary. I meant to put it up in my description before I went live, and well, I could tell you what happened. My 16-year-old granddaughter came home, and she was downstairs, and, you know, they always want to talk to you when you're trying to do something else, which, you know, I always try to stop. You know, when especially a teenage girl wants to talk, I try to stop what I'm doing and take the couple minutes, give her my attention, and pay attention to what she was saying, even though it's like 5 minutes before I'm supposed to go live. But she was downstairs mopping the kitchen floor. She wants her allowance early because she wants to get something for her boyfriend. So she said, well, how about if I mop the floor, then can I get my allowance early? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. You know, that sounds great to me. Mop the floor, right? So she was down there doing that. Well, I went live, and we don't ever leave our puppy by herself. And she's not a puppy anymore, but we don't leave her by herself hanging out downstairs because, you know, why give her the opportunity to get in trouble? Well, she put her in her cage. Well, Penelope could hear me up here. She knew that I was awake. And so she was going crazy in her cage. Mama, let me out. She was saying that. She literally was saying that. Yes, any conversation with a teenage, especially a teenage girl, you stop what you're doing and you listen to what they're saying. But anyway, because they don't talk very often. But anyway, she put her in her cage and she was down there just having a conniption fit. I could hear her. She was digging on the cage. She was crying. And because she knew that I was up here, and she likes to come up here and sit under the table. And let's see her little feet. This is cute. Look, it looks like he's got mean claws. It's my hand. I'm getting cramp in my hand. So I had to run down and get her. Well, every time you let her out of her cage, you take her out to go potty. So as soon as I let her, I mean, she'd been in that cage, you guys, not even 3 minutes. And as soon as I let her out, she went to the door. And I was like, no, Penelope, let's go upstairs. And she stood there at the door, and I was like, oh, my God. So I had to let her out. She didn't do anything. But I think it's just a habit that she's used to going out. So I had to let her out. And, of course, you know, she stands out in the driveway and looks at me like, you know, oh, you want me to come right back in? So anyway, so that was our excitement right before we went live. So that's part of why. Ooh, I've got a big old something coming out of the end of my red paint here. Paint blob. Ooh, that's all I'm going to say. I'm glad you guys don't see this because it's ooey. Ooey, ooey, ooey. So I'm going to sit that there. We will clean that up later. And I'm just going to reach over here and grab just a little bottle of just some red paint. Now that's my Rust-Oleum paint. I love using it in the FIFO bottles. I say that, you guys, I keep saying that to you guys. I don't normally have clogging issues, but apparently I do because I keep having to tell you guys I'll get it unclogged later. Don't know what the deal is today. Okay, but we want our little hearts to be red, obviously. Okay, and just a little bit will do you right there. Okay, now look, we pretty much got everything all painted up. Now, I'm going to reach back here. And I'm going to grab my black, oops, that's not black. There's black. Paint marker, paint pen. Okay. And how are we doing on time? Oh, we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. So I'm going to just make his little eye. I'm just kind of filling in that spot there with the black. This guy almost looks like he's cross-eyed. See that? Now this one I probably just dab because it's real small like that. Just like that. Cute. I love how this is turning out. Love it. Let me grab my dryer right here. And while I stand here and dry these, let me grab my glue right here. Now, when you glue these wood kits together, you can use wood glue. You can use art glitter glue. I like to use the Stick Fast. It's a CA glue, which is a glue that is in the same category as super glue, but I always get thick or medium. Because if you get the thin, you know how super glue goes all everywhere and all over the place. And you don't want it to go all over the place and spread and get all yucky and things like that. So use the thick or the medium. I like to use that. But you can use wood glue. You can use, like I said, plain old super glue. You can go to the Dollar Tree and buy some super glue if you want to. Now, I will tell you a little bit about the super glue at the Dollar Tree. It is a little bit, it's thin, even when you buy the gel one. And it, I think I'm going to use black, you guys, today. But it's a little bit thin, but also, I'm going to stress this with black right here. It takes a second to dry. So you've got to put your stuff together and just kind of hold it for a little bit. Not a real long time, but it does take a little bit longer than the Stick Fast to dry. Now I'm just going to take some black Distress ink right here. I'm not going to do a ton, but just a little bit. Now, what I like to do sometimes is when I first get ink, I just kind of wipe it off a little bit so it doesn't get a little crazy on me. And we're going to frame in our little guy right here, because I just feel like when you do that, it just kind of brings your whatever you're doing to life. It makes, you know, if you're doing like a stenciling project, it kind of makes all of your eyes go to the center of the project. It just makes it look kind of cute, I think. Now these brushes right here are kind of a pain in the butt to get down inside here, but my little guys like this, I've got new ones ordered. They're just not here yet. I thought I had a whole bunch of them, but I can't find them. And they're not in here because I just sorted through every single box, and well, except for some boxes over there, but that kind of stuff isn't in that. So I ordered some more. So something else you can do with this. Okay, see how I kind of came down kind of dark here? I could take this and kind of make it look like he has a little bit of hair, extra hair up in that area. Maybe over here. Now we could take some raffia to make him have some whiskers if you wanted to. Raffia and me don't like each other, so I'm just giving... My dog knocked something over. Raffia and I don't like each other, so I don't have any raffia here, but you could definitely do that to add a little extra something to this little guy right here. Okay, so I'm just kind of going around the edges. Now, do I necessarily need to do here because it's going to get covered up? No, but just in case some reason I don't get it lined up perfectly, you can, you won't see the wood color. Okay, so see how we're doing so far? Even this white, this I'm definitely going to dab off a little bit right here like this. And we're just going to go along here. I just want it on the edges. Okay, just like that. And see, that'll go right in there. This is going to go right on top of here. His little feet right here. No, Jeannie, it's not his bra. His little feet will go right down here, just like that. Let's get our kitty cat's feet all done. Now these are thick enough that they should stand up by themselves. Sometimes though, when we do stuff like this, we don't get everything lined up and flat perfectly. So a lot of times if you request, I will send you a little stand for it. Now see, I'm going to put those guys right out here like this. But see, if I was going to have this stand up, what I need to do is I need to make sure that's perfectly flat across there. I don't know. We might put these on top. We might pull this down and glue these right here like this. Now, I'm going to need to put a little filler in there if I'm going to do that. So hold on a second. I'm going to grab a little piece of wood to put in there. See that? See, we could put some little whiskers under there if we wanted to. Just showing you how it's going to come together right here, just like that. And then we've got our silly little hearts. You know, we got to put our hearts on there. Isn't they cute? Isn't they cute? Cat Tuesday. There we go. Instead of Fat Tuesday, Cat Tuesday. That's funny. That is funny. I didn't really know what to do for Mardi Gras. I mean, you know, make something with beads or something like that would be kind of cool. I don't know. What was I going to grab, you guys? I was going to grab a couple little pieces of something to stick up underneath there. Let me see if I have anything right here. I probably don't. Probably might have to get up and walk over towards the laser to see if I have something. I just need a little round piece to hold this up because of the way that I'm doing that. And I'm glad I've done this because now I know to send this when I send the kit as a little spacer. Hold 2 seconds. Let me go grab a couple pieces. Always have little extra pieces when you're cutting out on the laser, when you're cutting things out. So this isn't a big deal. But now I know that I need to send them. Okay. So what I'm talking about here is I want to put the feet up on top. Okay, but see how they fall? Okay, so when I glue those on there, see how there's a space in there? And they'll fall over. It won't stick real good. Okay, so all I need to do is glue a little guy here and a little guy here. So then when I do this, when I put these on here, they sit flat. Okay, so that's what the little spacers for. I'm going to use little round pieces right here. Okay, so let's get to gluing. Let's quit talking and get to gluing. Let's get to gluing. So put his little nose on here. Put it right up here. Just like that. Another thing I like about this glue is you do have a little bit, not a lot of time, to kind of get it in place, and then just push real hard, and then it pretty much is stuck. It pretty much won't come off there. Okay, so now let's put our little belly on. You guys will see how fast, once we get it painted, how fast these little kits just come together real quick. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of put this little white belly about right here. Just like that. Okay, now I could just put them down like this, but I still think I kind of want them up here like that. So I'm going to put a piece here and a piece right there. Okay. The thing with the stick fast glue also is it does dry clear. So you don't have to worry about if you, like, see, I put a whole ton of it on there. I didn't mean to put that much on there, but I did. And it will dry clear. But if it bothers you that it's sticking out there, there's this stuff called debonder that you can buy, and it will take that glue right off of there. Let's see, I need to scoot over a little bit, I think. See, on his little feet, kind of like that right there. Okay. So I just kind of want to look. I don't want it too turned. Just like that. Look at his big old paws. Aren't those paws big? Love them. Love him. Love him. Now let's put his little heart on here. Just like that. See how quick that went together? Adorable. Absolutely adorable. You like silliness? Silliness. So let's go with this one right here. Right here like this. And just kind of want to make sure this lines up pretty good. Without getting glue on your fingers. We all, this glue right here, it does take a minute to come off your fingers if you get the glue on your fingers. I'm just going to tell you. A lot of times after I've showered and used shampoo and all that kind of good stuff, I can get it off a little bit better. Not always, though. There we go. And let's put his little feet on here. Looks like on the inside in here. Just like that. Just like that right there. Don't want his feet to be super crooked. There we go. And then just a little dab will do you on this little baby heart right here. And just going to put it wherever it drops, right there. Right there like that. All right. So now we have our little kitty cat and our little mouse right here. Aren't they cute? I think they're cute. Which one? I have, these are keys right here. The 1 and the 3. What the 1 and the 3 stand for is, first of all, my dad was a locksmith. And there was my dad, my mom, me, my 2 girls, Tommy and Alex, and then my 2 granddaughters, Isabel and Lily. When my dad was still alive, there was 7 of us. And he called us the Magnificent 7. He was number 1. I was number 3. My mom was number 2. My oldest daughter 4. Da, 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 da. Well, now we have a grandson in the family, so it should be the Magnificent 8 now. But while he was alive, it was the Magnificent 7. So that's what that stands for. This over here is some cherry blossoms right there. I have lots more tattoos, but I can't show them to you on here. Oh my gosh. I have a cord sticking in my water. Okay, now see what this looks like here? Do I like that? Yeah. But I think it's a little, I kind of want to dry brush white over the top of it. I'm just going to be honest. I think I want to dry brush white over the top of it just to tone it down just a little bit, not a whole lot. So I'm just going to grab a chippy brush right here. And I'm going to throw those paintbrushes in the water. And I have some white paint out over here already on my little messy palette. See how messy I am? I don't want a lot. I don't want it dripping with paint. Okay? But I'm just going to kind of go over it because I want my mouse and cat to really, really stand out. Okay? And I felt like a little bit of that coloring in the background took away from them a little bit. Maybe if I would have used some more red as far as the unicorn spit, got some red in there to make those hearts stick out. But I'm just dry brushing. That's all. I'm just going to tone that down a little bit. We're going to lay these on here and see. See, I like how that looks a little bit better. I'm going to put just a little bit more on there. Just always remember, you guys, it's just paint. You know, you're going along and you don't really think you like a project or you want to go a different direction. It's just paint. Do it. You know, if I get this all done and I don't like it, I'll flip it over and do something else, right? It's not forever. It's not a tattoo. It's not there forever, right? Tattoo's there forever, but this is not. All right. See, I like that a little bit better. See how that toned that down? Yeah. This is my kit right here, if you were talking to me. Okay, my kit is the little sweet bunny right here. You could put an artificial flower in here instead of this wood daisy. I love daisies, so of course I want that in there. It is double-sided on both sides, and the promotion right now with Blooming Jubilee, you get into the group for free. My personal promotion is free shipping, so you're going to pay $14.95 for this and get in the group and get it shipped to you for free right there. And I was saying that I couldn't find any more of that ribbon, so I switched the ribbon. But I don't know what I did with it. It's pastel colors and it's striped. So, but anyway, back to what we were doing. I want to just put high. I love essential stencils. They are my favorite stencils in the whole world. And I like to use them. They're reusable. Oh no. Don't tell me I've used the H somewhere. And you guys, we may have a problem here because I don't have the H. How can I not have the H? Let's look again. I used it probably on something and it did not get put back where it's supposed to be. Let's keep looking. What else could I say if I don't have the H? Can't say hello, can't say hi, can't say howdy. Oh my gosh, you guys, can you believe that? Can you believe that? What 2-letter word could I say? We could say, that upsets me to no end because I've probably used it on something and I didn't put it back. This is why you put your stuff back. Houston, we have a problem. I know. Meow. Will Meow fit on there? Let's see. Oops. Don't want to lose that. Holy molas. Lesson learned here, you guys. Put your stuff back. Put it back. It's probably laying over there in the where I put all my stuff like this. And it's probably stuck in one of the other letter things because I probably used it. But it looks like only the letter H is missing. So don't ask me. Let's see if we can get Meow in here. Meow. Even though there's a mouse, we could probably still get the meow. Meow. I don't know. These are awful big. Could go something along the lines. Let's move that up there. Meow. I think I can get it on here like this. Let's work from the W up. M, O. You know what? The letters can cross each other. Let's do that. M. Me. Am I spelling meow right? Mary. M-E-O-W or M-O-E-W? M-E-O-W, right? Look at that. We can have them kind of cross over each other. That'll be cute. That'll be cute. That'll be cute. Never fear. Never fear. Okay, I think I'm going to use dark blue. Maybe I'm going to use dark blue. Right here to put that on there. We only have 4 minutes. You guys, M-E-O-W. Okay, so I'm going to stencil this real quick. I probably can get it done. Grab a stencil brush. It's a little bit of a fat one, but that's okay. You want to put paint on your brush, and then you want to kind of wipe it off. You want to work it up into your bristles. You don't want the paint sitting on the end of your bristles. I'm just going to use this right here, just like that. Penelope is over here saying hello. We're going to start with the M. Okay. Right there. And at least you guys will be able to see a little bit of what it looks like. I don't try to get every single little spot when I am stenciling. That doesn't bother me, that it doesn't fill up every single spot. I don't need to do that. I'm going to go here. I'm just going to kind of have that E cover over that M just a little bit. Just like this. Now I'm going to tell you guys, my granddaughter, Lillian, who is getting ready to turn 15 and all that kind of fun stuff, she will love this. She will love this. She's going to probably want to put this on her door. And if you guys hear Penelope whining, it's because the bus just got here. So she's going to hear Miss Lillian come in the house. And she might bark, you guys. I apologize for that. Keep looking right there. Meow. Meow. And then we'll put our kitty here. And this guy here. Isn't that cute? I think that looks cute. Just like that. Good idea with the meow, even though I messed up the hi. So anyway, you guys, make sure that you check everybody out today. Keep watching. Miss Tanya from Timeless Treasures is up after me. Okay. And it is the last hoop bra to get your kits ordered. Right here is mine. And I am offering free shipping. You will also get into the group for free if you, buy a kit from someone. So make sure you check everybody's kits out. They're awesome. And a lot of neat stuff out there. There's earrings out there. There's wood kits out there. There's little flower kits. There's just all kinds of absolutely beautiful and amazing kits. So make sure you're watching today. Some of the other ladies might have some personal promotions. The free shipping is just me. I'm just offering that. That is not on everybody's kit. And you can go to my website and order this kit, www.funkyjumpinspiration.com. and just look up Blooming and it'll come up, or look up Bunny and it will come up too. But look right there. We got her done. See that? I think that looks cute. Can't believe the H is missing. That makes me so mad. See, I show it to you like this. Isn't he cute? I love him. Him and her, or her and her, or he and he, or whoever they are. But I think they turned out really cute. Now, I might want to put a little bow right there. Maybe, I don't know. We might just leave it alone. I don't know. But anyway, you guys go check out Miss Tanya from Timeless Treasures. Her link is up in my description. So is the link to the Sacred Treasure House. So anyway, you want it on your door. So, you guys, go check everybody out, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day and an even better tomorrow. Bye-bye, my friends.